Hey guys, it's Jace back with something a little bit different today. I'm going to go over some 2v2 games that I had a little bit earlier. I know that a lot of people struggle with BM Hunter Holy Priest, so I had a game against that comp. The game's around 2400 MMR. I'm just going to go through step by step what my thought process is and what I'm trying to accomplish. Let's get the game going. So when I come into starting area, I like to pick up my talents, obviously pick my soulbinds, conduits, etc, etc. As we're looking at Holy Priest BM here, like we discussed in our 9.1.5 Arms Warrior PvP guide, we want to pick up Death Sentence to bridge the gap of that mobility advantage the Hunter has over the Warrior class. I very confidently tell this bloke, I'm going to crush that fucking Hunter, and I mean it. I have every intention of crushing that fucker. So when I'm sitting in the starting room here, it's ticking down, I just think about what I'm going to do when I get out there. So the objective when we get out there is to line the Priest and get the Hunter to come out. Have a look at the MMR. I don't know where we're playing. I think round, like I said, 2.4. So you'll see when we get out here, we jump down and the Holy Priest comes running out into the middle of the map. I quickly think I don't want to get purged, so I run behind the boxes. I sit there. I want to stay kind of close to my healer here. I want to make sure that if the Hunter does come out, he doesn't get a clean open on my Shaman. And I can peel if need be. I can use things like War Banner or stun the Hunter's attempt to trap when he uses Intimidation. So he's trying to bait us out. He's healing. I don't want a bar of it. I start to think, oh, maybe I'll go for him, and then the Hunter comes out. So what you want to do when you're versing Holy Priest BM Hunter, you want to establish pressure very early on in the game. I know this, so I've run in. I've Storm Bolted this guy with every intention of popping all my cooldowns, right? So we'll let this play out. He Roar of Sacks. So it's going to make my burst less potent. However, I still know that I can crush him through that despite this. I spear, and I spear full well knowing that he's going to feign death this. I want the feign out of the way because I know that I don't need the spear to finish if I can go hard in the opener here. He feigns as expected, and we come out. The Priest here has mind controlled my healer off. Debatable thing to do. The problem with what he's decided to do there is I've currently got Colossus Smash on this Hunter. He's out of mobility tools to get away from me, and I've got Sharpened Blade. So when he comes out of that, he's going to have a bit of work to do to catch back up. I see the MC there, and I go for the double fear. It's a free. He's standing still. I can get a free fear on both of them. Let the game play up more. Yeah. So he actually trinkets that fear. Beautiful. That means next go, we have a good opportunity to win the game. Healer gets stunned. I note here, here's my Omnibar. Trap is up, so I banner hoping to get the trap. I don't get it. He does kill it. Because we're just crushing, they have to throw out the GS, and out comes the Power Infusion, and they're going to try and do their go here. I get chastised. Here comes the Bestial Wrath. The Mind Games is on me. All right, we're not in a pickle here. You can see he's away. I've got Stormbolt in 2 seconds. That's what I'm looking at. I've got Charge and I've got Leap. I know that if I charge, by the time I get to the Hunter, I can throw out that Stormbolt. I'm there. I see the door coming out onto the healer. I don't want him to get CC on my healer here and cost him the trinket, so I just focus kick that. Alright, so Hunter gets line of sight here, and we're thinking, do we want to go after him? No way. He's gone. Let him do what he's got to do. Instead, we're going to go for the Priest here. We've got a good opportunity to do that. So we get the Stormbolt onto the Priest. We get the Sharpened Blade. Remember, like I said in the 9.1.5 guide, get them low, sharpen. So this guy's under immense pressure here. He's got no trinket. He's got Sharpened Blade on him, and we've still got Rage to murder him. So the Venthyr Soulbind route comes out, and he gets away. I'm not going to chase him. I want to get back on this Hunter. So the heals are coming out from the Priest. I get Venthyr rooted again. Fun. And remember again in the guide I said take Death Sentence. And the reason you want to take that is it gives you that mobility. So I can get over there, and I can Death Sentence straight to him. And I can keep charge. He turtles that. So immediately, like I said, we want to turn away. He's low. We're going to get no benefit by chasing after the Hunter at this point. Instead, what you want to do, turn around and go after the Priest so that both targets are low. The healer's going to be under a lot of pressure to try and top both targets. So we swap. We're on this guy. We've got Colossus Smash. Boom, comes out. We've got lucky here. We've got that sudden death proc. Like I said, there's a good synergy between sudden death and here we go. We get the sudden death. He goes into execute range. The Hunter's now coming out of Turtle. So he does that stupid fly in the air thing. Perfect. This guy's come out. We've got Stormbolt coming off cooldown. We've got Spear of Bastion up and Sharpened Blade. This guy is about to get murdered. We get the Spear. We're going to see the feign out of that. And the Hunter disengages in the opposite direction from his healer. This is perfect for me. I see this as a good opportunity to finish the game. So I throw out my Stormbolt. You'll see here too that he pops the wall, and he's going to pop Beast Wrath. He's going to try and counter pressure me, but it's just not going to be enough. He's too far from the healer. The Sharpened Blade's out. The waterfall comes down, and he's trying to melee me there. The Mind Games comes out here. I don't have a stop for it, but we're not particularly worried. We're really far ahead here. Just lining. I start hitting the pet. Good thing to do when you're moving on the map. If there's anything that you can hit when you're lining other people, just hit it. Anything you can do to make the healer spend more mana. Cool, I get a sudden death proc. So I've got this proc. I know I've got charge up. I've got leap in 6. I don't want to use this once I get to the target. I'm actually going to keep this and use it to get to the target. So you'll see here. Do I let him? No, I charge to him and then I wait for him to jump. Yep. So I charge to him instead, and then I wait for him to use a mobility tool to get away. And then I'm going to use that proc to get over to him again. We get the Stormbolt out. We've got Avatar. We've got Warbreaker coming up in 3 seconds. Again, under a lot of pressure here. The healer still doesn't have a trinket, so it's going to be advantageous for us if we can get CC. And we've got the Sharpened Blade on him here. Again, under a lot of pressure. We see the no trinket. We pop out the fear, and we're just going to go to town on this hunter. So we've got the Warbreaker on him. I banned the trap there. He GS's, and we've got him back in execute range here. So we've essentially got infinite mobility here. He can't get away. We're going to proc that GS. Perfect. And we see here too, we've got that Spear of Bastion coming off cooldown. So we know that we've got that in our back pocket if we need it. But we're just murdering this guy. Sudden Death's too much for him. The healer gets a nice little hex onto the guy. And we use the spear to close it on him, and that's the end of it. So you see they're just short of 2400 MMR. Alright, I hope that little playthrough guide was helpful for you. I've got a couple of others that I'm going to get through. Any questions, pop them down below for us. If you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video, guys. Thanks.